You walk into work Monday morning, coffee in hand, ready to tackle the week, but something feels off. Your boss barely makes eye contact. The team goes quiet when you enter the break room. You check your calendar and notice a meeting you should have been invited to, but you were not. You tell yourself it is nothing, just paranoia, just a bad day. Wrong. Those little moments, those tiny shifts, they are not random. They are breadcrumbs leading to one destination, your exit. Most people do not see it coming. They ignore the signs, they make excuses. They think if they work harder, stay later, prove themselves more, everything will be fine. And then one day, they are sitting across from HR, blindsided, devastated, wondering how they missed it. But here is what nobody tells you. You are never blindsided. You just were not paying attention to the right things. Your employer does not want to fire you. Firing is messy. Firing means unemployment claims, potential lawsuits, paperwork, and HR headaches. So instead, they push, they squeeze. They make your work life so uncomfortable that you quit on your own. They call it quiet firing. And the scariest part, it happens slowly, so slowly you do not notice until it is too late. Today I am going to show you exactly what to watch for. 5 warning signs that you are being pushed out of your job. These are not vague feelings. These are concrete, observable patterns that HR departments and managers use all the time. By the end of this, you will know how to spot them before it is too late. You will know what to do about them, and you will never be caught off guard again. Sign 1. The invisible wall. You used to be included in everything. Weekly team meetings, strategy sessions, even the informal lunch discussions where real decisions got made. Now, radio silence. Emails that used to have your name on them suddenly do not. Meetings that directly affect your work happen without you. Your calendar looks emptier than it used to, but everyone else seems busier than ever. You ask about it. Your boss says, "Oh, we did not want to overload you," or "It must have been an oversight." An oversight. Once, maybe, twice, suspicious, 3 times. That is deliberate. Here is what is really happening. They are testing the waters. They are seeing what the team looks like without you in the room. They are checking if work can continue when you are not part of it. This is called systematic isolation, and it serves 2 purposes. First, it prepares everyone else for your departure. When you are finally gone, nobody will be shocked because you have already been functionally absent for weeks or months. Second, it demoralizes you. When you are excluded from the conversations that matter, you start to feel invisible, irrelevant. And that is exactly what they want you to feel, because people who feel invisible quit. Workplace exclusion triggers the same part of your brain as physical pain. Scientists have proven this. When you are left out, your brain processes it the same way it would process getting hurt. So, that ache you feel when you see everyone else in that conference room without you, that is real pain. But here is the trap. You convince yourself it is your fault. You think maybe you are not important enough. Maybe you need to work harder to prove yourself. When someone excludes you from meetings you should be in, from emails you should receive, from decisions you should help make, that is not about your performance. That is about their intentions. Sign 2. The microscope effect. Remember when your boss trusted you? When you could manage your own time, make your own decisions, handle your responsibilities without someone breathing down your neck? That is gone now. Suddenly, every single thing you do is being watched, monitored, questioned. Your boss wants updates twice a day. They are checking your work like you are an intern. They are asking for explanations about decisions you have, made 100 times before. You used to have autonomy. Now you have a babysitter. This is micromanagement, and it is one of the clearest signs that your employer is building a case against you. Here is how this works. They need a paper trail. They need documentation. They need evidence that they tried to help you, that they gave you feedback, that they closely monitored your performance, and it just was not good enough. So they start documenting everything. Every missed deadline, every email that could have been worded better, every decision that did not turn out perfectly. They are not doing this to help you improve. They are doing this to protect themselves when they fire you. Think about it. If you have been doing your job successfully for months or years and suddenly your boss wants hourly updates, what changed? Did you suddenly become incompetent? No. What changed is their decision about your future at the company. And here's the really messed up part. Micromanagement actually makes your performance worse. When someone is constantly looking over your shoulder, you start to doubt yourself. You make mistakes you never made before, and then they point to those mistakes as proof that they were right to monitor you so closely. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy. A study found that over 70% of employees say micromanagement hurt their morale and job performance. Micromanagement does not fix problems. It creates them. So, if your boss suddenly cannot trust you to make basic decisions, if they are documenting every single thing you do, they are building a file, a termination file. Sign 3. The Great Redistribution. Last month, you were overwhelmed. You had so many projects you could barely keep up. You were working late, taking work home, stressed but productive. This month, crickets. Your workload has been cut in half. The big projects you were leading, someone else is handling them now. The responsibilities that defined your role, reassigned. Your boss says they are trying to lighten your load. They say they want you to focus on core tasks, but you feel it, that creeping sense that you are being phased out, because you are. This is one of the most obvious signs that your job is being eliminated. When they start taking your work away and giving it to other people, they are testing whether your position is even necessary. They are asking themselves, can we function without this person? Can we redistribute their work among the existing team? Can we save money by eliminating this role? And every day that passes where the work gets done without you, that is another day closer to your termination. Here is what makes this so painful. You worked hard for those responsibilities. You earned them. Those projects represented your value to the company, and now they are being stripped away like they meant nothing. When your work starts disappearing, your job is next. And the cruelest part? They make you sit there and watch. They make you come to work every day with nothing to do while other people handle the work that used to be yours. That is the point. They want you to feel so unnecessary that when they finally let you go, you almost feel relieved. Sign 4. The Performance Improvement Plan. This is the big one, the nuclear warning, the point of no return. You are called into a meeting, HR is there, your boss is there, and they slide a document across the table, a Performance Improvement Plan, PIP. They say it is an opportunity. They say it is designed to help you succeed. That is a lie. PIP is not a lifeline. It is a countdown to your termination. Let me be very clear about this. In most companies, PIP is the final step before firing you. It is not about improvement. It is about documentation. It is about building a legal defense for when they terminate you. Experts estimate that 30 to 40% of employees survive a PIP. Some companies have even worse numbers. Employment lawyers say they have rarely seen someone successfully complete a PIP and keep their job long term. Why? Because PIPs are designed to be nearly impossible to pass. The goals are vague. The timelines are unrealistic. The metrics are subjective. You are told to improve your communication or demonstrate better teamwork. But how do you measure that? How do you prove you have done it? You cannot. And that is intentional. A PIP might say you need to achieve 3 new sales leads per day. Concrete, measurable. But most PIPs say things like improve relationship building with clients or demonstrate more positive interactions with team members. How do you measure a positive interaction? Who decides if your relationship building improved? Your boss. The same boss who put you on the PIP in the first place. See the problem? You work yourself to death trying to meet impossible standards. You jump through every hoop, you document everything. You do exactly what they ask, and they fire you anyway, because the PIP was never about saving your job. It was about covering their legal exposure. If they can show they put you on a formal improvement plan, gave you clear goals, and you still failed, they have a paper trail that says your termination was justified. It was performance-based. It was your fault, even if it was not. Employment lawyers will tell you this. The moment you are placed on a PIP, start looking for a new job. Do not resign. Do not quit. But do not fool yourself into thinking you can save your position. PIP is not a warning. It is an announcement. You are getting fired. The only question is when. Sign 5. The silent treatment. This is the final stage, the end game. Nobody talks to you anymore. Colleagues who used to chat with you avoid eye contact. Your boss responds to your emails with one-word answers. The break room goes quiet when you walk in. You are being socially ostracized, and it is one of the cruelest things a workplace can do to a person. Here is why this happens. Your coworkers know something you do not know yet, or maybe they suspect it. Maybe HR told certain people. Maybe your boss dropped hints, but they know you are on your way out, and they are distancing themselves because nobody wants to be associated with the person who is about to be fired. It is self-preservation, it is politics, it is cowardice, and it leaves you feeling completely alone. Human beings are wired for connection. When we are excluded from our social group, it does not just hurt emotionally, it affects us physically. Studies show that prolonged social isolation increases stress hormones, weakens the immune system, and can even lead to depression. Your workplace is ostracizing you on purpose, and your body knows it. This is what quiet firing looks like in its final form. They are making your work environment so hostile, so uncomfortable, so lonely that you cannot stand it anymore. They want you to quit, because if you quit, they do not have to pay unemployment. They do not have to worry about wrongful termination lawsuits. They do not have to give you severance. But here is what you need to understand. If you quit, you lose. You lose your unemployment benefits. You lose any potential severance. You lose your legal rights. So, what do you do? What to do? When you see the signs, first document everything. Every meeting you are excluded from. Every responsibility that gets reassigned. Every email where your boss criticizes you. Keep a detailed log, dates, times, what was said, who was present, save emails, take screenshots. Because if this ends badly, you need evidence. Second, stay calm, stay professional. Keep doing your job to the best of your ability. Why? Because anything you do wrong now will be used against you. Any outburst, any mistake, they will document it and use it to justify your termination. Third, start looking for a new job immediately. Update your resume, reach out to your network, apply to positions, do it quietly, do it professionally, but do it now. The best time to find a new job is while you still have one. Fourth, consider having a direct conversation with your boss, not confrontational, just honest. Say something like, I have noticed some changes recently and I want to make sure I am meeting expectations. Is there anything I should be aware of? Sometimes this opens a door, sometimes there is a misunderstanding that can be cleared up, but most times you will get a vague non-answer, and that tells you everything you need to know. Fifth, protect yourself financially. Cut unnecessary expenses. Build up your emergency fund. Prepare for the possibility of being unemployed. Being financially prepared gives you power. It gives you options. And finally, remember this. Being pushed out does not define you. It does not mean you are a failure. Sometimes companies make bad decisions. Sometimes managers are incompetent. Sometimes politics and budgets have nothing to do with your actual performance. You are more than this job. You are more than this moment. And wherever you land next will be better than a workplace that does not value you. So, watch for the signs. Trust your instincts. Document everything. Stay professional. And start planning your exit before they plan it for you. Because the only thing worse than being pushed out is being blindsided by it. Now you know what to watch for. Now you know what it means. Now you can protect yourself. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment below. Have you experienced any of these signs? What happened? Let me know. Your career matters. Your peace of mind matters. Do not let anyone take that from you.